I'm gonna be Wilson again. It's like, Heidi ho, neighborino. Make this one with a pair of underwear I have. And then there's a Hello Kitty poking her head out of one of them. It's super silly and super adorable at the same time. Oh, the cat has taken over my spot. Oh, hey, Gabby. Yeah. Hi, honey. Well, hello. It is Wednesday, and I am here. Believe it or not, I didn't totally bail on you guys. Man, the cameras were trying. The cameras were trying. I was down here. Yay! I know I'm here. I was trying so hard to get the hand camera to actually work. It was being a little stubborn. Is the nicest way I'm going to put that. But it works, and I'm happy. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream. It is Wednesday night, and we are going to sew and chill. That is the plan. Dude, I hope you guys are having a great hump day. I'm having an actually fantastic day. I don't know if I can really talk too much about some of the meetings I was in today, but if you're in the UK, you better keep an eye out. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all the hint. All the call for action I'm going to tell you. I'm really excited. It's going to be fun. But that's soon, TM. That's soon, TM. Tonight, we're going to be hand sewing. And look, it works. Kind of. It's better than it was. Believe me, it was so bad. I was so upsetty spaghetti. Let's see. Let's turn down some... Oh, hello. Might want to turn off auto. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But even then, if you remember, we have to put like a white background because it's so bright. No, that doesn't really much. we have to unzoom it a little, I wonder. You know, let me unzoom. Zoom. There we go. I feel like I'm always having to mess with this stuff, and it's very tiring. It's very tiring. I know if I move this will come into focus. I hate that because I love this mouse pad, but I'm really thinking that I'm gonna have to get a new one, a white one, just to be able to do hand sewing like this. And this one's so cool because it's got RGB. I mean, it's just an RGB cord wrapped around, so it's not like that big of a deal. I came prepared, guys. I came prepared. And I have a whole list of everybody who has been subbing over the last, like, 6 months. I think that's how far behind we are. I've pulled down the ones off of the wall that we do need to make up. I'm going to try not to spill my coffee. Do not look at how dirty my table is. Okay, don't look. I haven't been down here for a month. It's not my fault. I mean, it is my fault. I really should be a cleaner trash panda than that. Because, like, you don't see how much is just about ready to fall off my desk right now. Okay, that can go down there. The problem is I can't, like, throw my desk pad off because it's a cord. And it's wired. And I don't want to break it because I like it. But I can try and just kind of set it there for right now. Just making a mess of everything, guys. This is my life. I don't even know where it's plugged in, to be honest. I mean, into my computer, obviously. I really need to get, like, a producer. Oh, Shemi, you want to become my producer and do all this stuff for me before stream? So then I can, like, not have to deal with all this. And now there's a line that's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see. Because I don't know about you guys, but, like, that's a little bit better. I can live with that. I can live with that. I'll stop fiddle farting around, I promise. See, look how much more sharp it is. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is better, right? It is better. So we've got Draconics, we've got Oshemis, and we've got Shikamaru. Yeah, that's about right. So we got all that. Oh, and Tazzy. We can't forget Tazzy. So these are the ones that we're going to be doing tonight on top of all the other new ones. And I have pins and everything so I can mark off everybody. I know how many months I need to do for you guys and all that. I apologize that it's taken me this long to get around to it, but it has been such a freaking crazy month. 2 months. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good. Oshemi and I were actually talking today about what we need to do to up the quality of streams. So that's a thing that we're kind of looking into. And it's not just like streams, because, like, you know, I haven't really been that consistent, which is fine. I'm kind of just over being sorry for not being consistent because life happens, right? And we all just kind of have to live our lives, and I stream when I can right now. That's kind of just the thing. And, you know, we were talking about it because I really, honestly, don't really like streaming at this time zone, or this time bracket. It's a little late for me, even, by the end of the day, and stuff like that. But, it'll be like 2 years before I can start streaming when I want. So, we'll just kind of make time until then. I'm not too concerned about it either way. So, yeah. Hope you guys are having a good hump day. What are you up to, Oshemi? One of these days I am going to make Oshemi my producer, whether he wants it or not. That'll kind of be. And I did bring out the So Tights, because we talked about those on stream the other day. Trying to decide what you're doing. Well, that's probably a good thing to try and figure out. What are you in the mood for? You should get on the RP server and build our house. Or gather me tons of wood so I can build my house. Because I would like to do that. Did I start recording? I did start recording. Good. I'm going to try and start uploading old streams to YouTube. And then Friday, fingers crossed, that is our goal for multi-streaming. We're going to see how that works. Because you guys know I've been like back and forth. I've been like a flip-flopper on where we're going to be streaming and what we're going to be doing and all that. I know, it's annoying. It annoys me, to be honest. Put our narwhal right there. So we're going to go over there and we'll start multi-streaming and we'll see how we like it. Alright, so we have Draconic, Shikamaru, Oshemi, and Tazi. I need to make one of our most, we'll do our most recent ones. So, Ribdiculous. He's my barbecue buddy from RP Atlas. He came in Fist stream, I remember that. I remember that. It was a good time. Ribdiculous. It's not gonna focus on that one. There we go. It's a little cockeyed. I'm sorry. It's a long name. So we got Ribdiculous. Oshemi, we need like a stronger camera for the hand cam. So I can actually like, I want to be able to see those names, you know what I mean? I totally wasn't looking today at cars. Totally wasn't looking at the new Subaru Outbacks. And building the make and model that I want. Because right now we have one car, and I don't know if I touched base on this Monday, but I have a fracture. We'll just call it a fracture, because I don't know how bad it is. I have to go in for an MRI on Monday. Yay. But so I'm in a brace right now, and I have to walk the kids to school. You know, because that, I mean, it is what it is. That's life. But I'm kind of just like tired of the walk-in life. Like last year, I was really spoiled. Oshemi had a work vehicle, so I was able to actually drive the kids to school in the snow. That was really nice. So I may have been looking at cars. It's not really in the budget. We'll see how much I sold at market, and maybe if I made a lot of money, then I'll go buy my car. I highly doubt I made that much. I think the new Outbacks start at like 28,000. Like, whoo, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. And I don't have good credit. I don't know many people who do have great credit. I know people who are trying, but man, is that a pain in the ass. Here we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That. Okay. Boop. Goes into the narwhal. Boop. I should make a pincushion narwhal. That's what I should make. That would be a cute little freebie. It's just like a pincushion narwhal. Okay. Next up, for new subs, this was a gift sub. Smidrel. Hey, sweetheart. Sounds good. I love you. Night, baby. I'll see you in the morning, okay? Go on. You know you're not supposed to be on stream, Missy. Yeah, it's okay. I love you. I can't hear you very well. Yeah. Lainey, go say goodnight to Luke. She'll do anything not to go to bed. I mean, I can't blame her. When I was that age, I was the same way. You wanted to stay up with all the adults. My mom, when I was a kid, was a huge... night, sweetie, I love you. Was a huge board game and, like, card game player. She would have, like, other parents over and adults over. Back when she was with my dad. And they would just play card games and board games all night. That was their thing. The kids were never allowed in the kitchen. That was the rule. Because we would just stand at the table and we'd just like... and lick their hands. And then talk about it. As an adult now with little kids, I can understand why they were like, no, go away, shoo. Give adults like 2 seconds to like be adults. We'd always have a good time. We do play games. I don't really partake in games as much as I should. I'd like to. I don't know. But God, it's been like... What do you want, nerd? I can't understand you when I've got a headset on. Typically, you guys are playing a 4-player game, and there's 4 of you, so fuck off. Except for you are a troll in the basement who always is like doing other things, and you need to come out and socialize. At least I sit on the couch most of the times and socialize. Right? Don't give me shit. You can give me shit all you want, and it won't matter until the guys actually come over for a game night again. It's been forever. Yeah. Yeah.
No, we might just have to drag John over next week.
Yeah, that's the hard part, right? Yeah. We'll figure it out.
John, you should still come.
Yeah. I don't disagree. Who's at the stair? Hey, Oshemi. It's alright, you didn't wake him. Go on. Little one's up. There was a disturbance in the parents. His stomach hasn't been feeling good. I think he's having growing pains. So that's always fun. So we've got 2 out of the newbies. And then I've pulled fabric over at the ironing board. You can kind of see it behind me. So I've got some colors pooled for some hexagons that we can work. And I've already cut our pieces. I don't know if we're going to get that far tonight, especially if the little guy won't go to bed. And then it'll be a short stream. But that's okay. That's the other thing, is I worry that, you know, I haven't done this in a couple months, and well, no, just a month. But he's not used to it again. You know what I mean? That's a thing. Okay, so... there we go. Put that in the novel. Yeah, I think that's the next thing I'll design after. I'm working on a butterfly quilt, and I don't know what to call it, honestly. I've been having a hard time. Ridiculous, Midgel. Who else is new? Shinobi and Goose. Shinobi. We're gonna go... Shadow. Shinobi. Okay. He gets 3, so we'll put that there so I can remember. Because that was a gift sub from Draconic. I remember these things. I have a goldfish memory, but I try and remember. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wondering if his stomach hurts because he's had too much apple lately. That is a possibility. That kid, I can't keep him out of the applesauce. You know what I mean? Okay, next up. So we got Shinobi for 3. And then the goose. And then the rest are all catch-ups for Tazi, Yoshemi, Draconic, and Sheikah. So I think we'll prep the 3 hexagons for Shinobi and Goose. And then we'll start prepping all the ones for these guys, because they have so many to catch up on. But I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Wednesdays are normally not my favorite days. Which are fine. We all have those Mondays, you know what I mean? And Wednesday just feels like a Monday for me. Every day feels like a Monday. I don't know when that'll stop, to be honest. I hear rumors that when kids go off to college, that's when it kind of feels better. But then, like, I fully expect my kids to come back after college. Because, like, living expenses, I don't see that changing anytime soon. So, you know. I wonder sometimes if, like, the greatest generation gave the boomers the same kind of shit that the boomers give millennials. I wonder sometimes. I don't think they did. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking about, like, how I feel like sometimes being a millennial sucks. Like I was born during the wrong decade. Or, you know what I mean? Okay, the goose. The goose is next. The goose is on fire. The 0, 0. The goose. Okay, so those 2 get 3 each. I hate how blurry that still is. That annoys me. It annoys me so. I can't remember if it was ever any better. We'll give it just a little bit. Ah, there it is. There it is. I knew I could get it better. Still not perfect, but a lot better. A lot better. It makes me happy. Okay, so we need 3. And then Shikamaru, I think only gets 1 or 2. Tazi gets 11. She gets 10, I think. No, Shemi gets 10. Because we're in the 11th month. And then Draconic gets all of it. And he has 3 already. What's going on? Okay. Do you want me to end stream and come up? I don't know if it was or not. He hasn't been sleeping very well, has he? You think he's growing? Well, I haven't streamed in over a month. Weird. Well, Sheikah was talking right at the stair, and I was talking because I couldn't hear him, so I'm sure that went into play. How many months were you subscribed? Because I know you're not. Because I know you. Right, but have you been keeping up on that? Because I have 3 here for Draconic. I know he's been keeping up, but you only had 1. So I wasn't sure if you... Okay, so I just need to catch you up. Sounds about right. Next Monday, I think we will work on last year's Twitch, because I need all my Hexis back. I'm all out of Hexis. I don't think we're doing a member Hexi quilt next year, just because of how far behind I got. And if we do, it definitely won't be something this complicated. Because I love this design, but man, is it complicated. Kind of reminds me of like a rain chain, to be honest. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get it all together. Like, how will we fit it? Probably have to do diamonds. That's probably what we'll do. Like, do a couple diamonds. You guys can't see that, but like, you can kind of see how Draconic and Sheikah kind of pair here. And then they go in here, and then there's like a gap right here. You can't see it because of all the flappy flaps. But there's a gap there before it meets back up. So, and then it'd be another diamond here, and then I don't know if it matches back up. We'll have to see. I'll be curious to know if that does work that way. Okay, here, ridiculous. There's a 1 and 1. Yeah. Just there. But yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody who has supported me over the year. Really appreciate you. We're going into Christmas, and that is always... I did. I mucked it up, guys. I mucked it up. That's what happens when I don't pay attention. At least it's easy to fix, and I'm not using a small eye needle, so it's not a pain in the ass to thread it. I typically use a thicker needle when I do thread basting. That's typically what I do. I am going to start doing videos. I know that's kind of been my goal all year. Did I muck that one up too? I did muck that one up too. For fuck's sake, what is wrong with me? Wow. Sandrasa is losing her mind. It's okay. It's easy enough to fix. Easy enough. I've been talking about it for a while. And now that market's over, I think I'm finally in a place. I'm going to be writing some scripts this week after I write 2 patterns. How fucking ridiculous is that? I've been getting yelled at lately for working too much, for doing all these patterns, doing too many, overburdening myself, I guess is a way of saying it. I don't necessarily see it that way. I see it as trying to support my family, right? And when you're running a business and trying to get it going, that can be like some of the hardest. And I know I'm juggling a lot of balls, and that's kind of part of the problem. That's why, like, if you're in the Discord, it's not a very good Discord. I host plenty of other Discords that are fine, but like, I don't know, just not the right energy in my Discord yet. It's just not. But I'm not really giving anyone a reason to be active, so I'll be trying to work on that next year. That's next year's plan. Okay, so Shinobi and Goose, they each get 3. So we'll do Shinobi. I'm glad I prepped so many. Glad I prepped so many. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Christmas is busy time for us here on stream. And I would like to try to make the most of it and try and drive some more traffic. Not just to patterns, but also to, you know, to the YouTube. Because I would like to try and monetize that. Because as much as I like streaming, it's just not really a fit for me anymore, it feels like. I mean, not right now, with everything that I'm doing. I still love it. Still enjoy hanging out with you guys and bullshitting and all that kind of stuff. But I just... It's one of those things that the older you get, the faster time seems to flow. And that's always been one of those things that, okay, yeah, it's a wise proverb. We all get it, right? But it's actually true, right? And I had been reading, kind of like the science behind that and like why it actually is true. And, you know, when you're a kid, you know, like my kids are 3 and 10. So my 3-year-old has not lived very long. So every day is a very large percentage of the time he's lived, right? It's a good chunk. My 10-year-old, it's less. Each day is less of a percentage because she's lived that much longer. Myself, I'm like 3, almost 4 times as old as my oldest, right? So days are just little blips in the percentage of time that I have lived. And so the older you get, the percentages get smaller for each day. So literally, time is going faster. It's all relative. I find that really fascinating. Because, like, because people, they'll talk to me about certain subjects, and things are always more complicated than I hate saying, oh, well, yeah, I side with side A, I side with side B. Like, things are too complicated, and it's, depending on your point of view and, like, how you've lived your life, you're gonna see certain things differently. So I'm always like, well, it's relative. Now I can say that, you know, yeah, time is relative to all of that shit. I know I'm rambling. I know. It's alright. It's alright. Sandrasa in her rambles. That's what Wednesday night should be, is like the ramble time. Okay, that's the other one for Shinobi. Okay. Oh, and doop. One, two, three, four. Okay, and now we need 3 more for Goose. I don't want to get rid of the Hexi stuff altogether. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do something as complicated next year. Like, I loved the year before, but, you know, there was only so much you could do with, like, the possibility of only 12 Hexis plus the center one, so that's 13, right? So, maybe I find a different shape. We've talked about that, doing different shapes for our member quilt.
And I don't want to hear another word about our personal problems until I get this down.
Shemi, did you figure out what you wanted to do tonight? Nope. So what are you doing then? If you're not doing anything, what are you doing, bud? You just looking at your computer and being like, I don't know. staring at the screen listening to you. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna get on the server. Do some building. You just not up for doing anything, huh? I should get you to bed early, to be honest. With your migraine and everything, you should be taking it easy. And don't give me shit, because you would say the same thing to me. Okay, there's Goose. We need one more for Goose. And then... I should have asked Shikamaru, but then... I don't think he'd even remember. Oshemi, will you yell at Shikamaru for me? I think it's gone, just not motivated to do anything. I still think you should go to bed. For what? For how long was he subscribed? I want to know how many hexagons I need to do. He's the only one that I don't have a number for, a solid number. Everybody else I have numbers for. It's almost time to put Chris. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Is manage polls. I'll have to do it later, but I can put Christmas emotes up since we're gonna be doing Christmas soon. That's something I can do. Actually, I think I can do that now. I'll do it later because I don't want to mess with anything. Because knowing my luck today, I would hit a button and then everything would go kablooey. I gotta see about uploading emotes to YouTube. Because I know you can do that as well. Yeah, I definitely should hire you as a producer, Oshemi, and then I can be like, okay, producer, manager, make this work. I mean, that's kind of what I do already, isn't it? Kind of what I do already. I've been getting Oshemi all happy, with the thoughts of long arm machines. He was actually trying to figure out how many quilts he would have to make in a day to quit his job and go to long arming. I thought that was funny. Yeah, that's a good song. I like this one. Called Lo-Fi Butterfly A. Nice. Let me know if you get an answer from Mr. Maru, and if not, I will yell at him. I need answers. That way I can keep track of things. My brain would be happy to know. Oh. Okay. We got 3 centers for Goose. I really do like this little chain. It's like a rain chain. Oh, I did bring water. Good. What do you guys have planned for the weekend? That's kind of my curiosity right now. Because, like, for me, Thanksgiving's coming up. And I'm actually having family over. And not gonna lie, I'm kind of terrified. I haven't had a big family gathering since I was married. And I haven't had a big family gathering where a lot of my family were there since I was a kid. So, and my uncle and my aunt are coming, and I love them dearly. And then my sister and her oldest is coming. Her youngest is too small for traveling, so her partner's staying behind with him. So she's coming out with her oldest. And then my new in-laws are coming out as well. So it's going to be a packed house for Thanksgiving. So I got a lot of cleaning to do. And I got a lot of handiwork. I don't know if anyone else is that way. Like, you kind of want to get some of your handiwork done, like fix little things here and there. So I have to start making my honey-do list of everything I need to clean, everything I need to fix, everything I need to prepare, and I have to make my menu. Because I know I'm going to make, like, my family favorite Brunswicker ball that I know that my side of the family absolutely adores. And nobody's made it since my great-grandmother was around. So I think they're going to be tickled pink that I know how to make it and that it's going to be there. It's kind of like carrying on that legacy. Alright. We'll give this one to Draconic. Because I know Draconic gets a whole year, pretty much. Because Draconic is an MVP of the goddamn channel. Always gifting subs and being amazing. I am very fortunate. I have very supportive, wonderful friends. I'm very thankful for that. He says a total of 70... I don't care about his total. I want to know about the year, mother clucker. This is a total of 17 months. No clue for this year. Yeah, I don't... I'm gonna beat that guy up. Beat him up. I know it wasn't a full year. He has 3. I'm trying to remember. Because usually when he would come in, he would also gift to Tazzy. But Tazzy's been subscribed pretty much all year because she's been using... I think she did a regular sub. Because she's still subscribed to the channel. So I think Shikamaru only gets 2 or 3, I think. Because that would bring him up to 5? I think he'd be up to 6 if he subscribes this month. I don't remember. I'm not too worried about it. I try my best to, like, keep everything jotted down, but my logs only go so far back if I'm not keeping a close enough eye. And, like, the beginning of the year was so hectic I wasn't keeping up as well as I should have been. And that doesn't even, my logs won't even show, yeah, it'll be alright. Still had a good year so far with everything. And Christmas is coming up, so we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm doing the same kind of Christmas thing as we did last year, where if you gift a sub, you get like X amount of Hexis on top. I know that's bad for me, because like, you want more Hexis, you want more subs, right? That's business. But like, you can see just how much goes into one. And if, like, I get somebody who gifts, like, 10 subs, like, holy crap. I could do it, though. It would just put us behind on actually completing the year quilt. Because, like, I'm still not done with last year's quilt. I have good reason for that. I produced 6 damn patterns in the span of 5 months, 6 months, not even. And one of those is a doozy. And the way everything's looking, I'm probably going to be around that, if not more, next year. Don't tell Shummy that, though. Because he's going to give me the look. To be honest, I'm really happy that I want to do that much, because it's been so long. I went through, like, a dry spell where I didn't even want to quilt for, like, 3 years when I first moved out to Colorado. Because I was just in such a depressive funk. So, you know, doing all this and making my own designs into patterns has really helped my creativity. The structure has really helped. And it's really helped me think through my process and my layouts a little more. You know what I mean? I was in I don't want to call it a class. It was kind of like a industry meetup. And we were talking about teaching and, like, promoting ourselves to quilt guilds. Because we're all quilt designers. And that's something that I really want to start doing, because that's where a lot of my income will come from as I build things up. But, you know, guilds typically schedule 6 months to a year out. So right now, you know, if I get anything scheduled, it's going to be for 2025. I need to sit down and kind of write proposals. God, I hate those words, proposals. It feels so corporate. Blech. But I have to structure myself kind of corporate-y to, like, just keep up on things. And honestly, that's kind of worked for me. That's kind of made me stand out from a lot of my peers. Especially, like, other peers that are at the same, like, level as I am right now, is, like, just starting out on their pattern writing journey. You know, I've taken the time to write my business plan. I've taken the time to write my 3 to 5 year. I've taken the time to write the pillars of my business and my goals, right? That's something that I've done. And so when I make my lookbooks, that's something that I've had at the last 2 industry shows, that shows what our values are as a business, that shows what we're trying to do. You know, it makes me stand out because I can show easily that exact thing. So, yeah. So, I know I do a lot of corporate speak. But this is kind of like my unwind time. You know what I mean? I can kind of just vent everything that I've kind of been thinking about all day. Which is usually a lot. Usually a lot. But then I don't know I'm really thinking it. I don't know if you guys are ever that way. I've been trying to be more thoughtful about things that I say before I say them. But that's just not really me. I just kind of talk. I don't think much about it. It's gotten me into plenty of trouble. But I think that also makes me a little more endearing to people, because when I talk, they're getting the real authentic me. You know, I'm not having to take the time to really think clearly and carefully of what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm gonna probably cuss a little bit, and I'm probably gonna, like, make a fool of myself, because I am a little awkward. I never realized how awkward I was until I really started having to network with people. Because some people it's just like, you're on, and you're you, and it's great, and it just clicks. But then some people, you can just feel like it's just like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to interact with you. And, like, there's even adults from school, from my kids' school, that I don't really act in the same way as I normally would. Just because I'm not comfortable doing that, right? Like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's like, okay, I'm gonna vent a little bit. So, my kiddo is in Boy Scouts, and the troop has been great. I've had she's been having a great time. She's been making friends. She's been getting that social interaction and kind of learning that she's needing. And she's still awkward, but, like, I'm awkward, so I don't really, it is what it is. But it's very hard being a female, like I am, in the Boy Scouts. Because I'm not your typical, like, mom, right? Like, I'm into D&D, I'm into video games, I'm into Ren Fair, all that stuff. So, like, when I talk to the other scout masters, or den leaders, however you want to say, you know, they're surprised at first, and then, like, they're down for it, because, you know, they're into the same thing, but then, like, I don't know. It's like a boys' club, and I'm not a boy, so I'm not invited, right? And I know that nobody's trying to make me feel that way. But, you know, it still happens from time to time, and it just is awkward. I think the most comfortable I was with the troop was when we were doing our cookout. We were doing, like, cast iron cookout, right? For the kids' survival thing. And I like to think I'm a pretty good cook, right? So I was in my element. I was relaxed. I was giving the kids tips that the parents didn't even know about certain things. And I made a really good meal. So I was very much in my element. I was relaxed, and people saw more of me. But then the meeting, and, like, everything's back to normal. That's what I hate sometimes, is, like, when you work with people and you interact with them and you feel like you're making this progress forward. And then all of a sudden, like, one day everything is just, like, snapped back to spot zero. It's just like, really? I thought we were, like, becoming friends or, like, cool, whatever. But it's just like, nah. No, nothing really changed. Okay. My daughter doesn't want to go on anyway to the next level of Boy Scouts. We've been talking back and forth about it, because I still think it would be good for her, and I think she'd enjoy it. However, when she gets to middle school level Boy Scouts, they split the kids to boy troops and girl troops. And her friends are all guys in the troops, all boys. So she's gonna go to a troop that she has no friends, and she's not gonna. And I mean, it's an opportunity for her to make new friends, but at the same time, I don't know. She wants to do Girls Who Code, so that's probably what we'll end up doing, to be honest. I have to look in to see. I think there's a branch of them locally, which would be nice, because then I don't have to drive like an hour to get her to a meeting. But I would, especially if I have English paper piecing. You know what I mean? This is like my travel project. Kids got track meet. Those kinds of things. Takes up my time, keeps my hands busy. Makes me happy. I'm actually, I don't want to say I'm almost done with Tipsy Tea, because you guys know I've been kind of workshopping that pattern for a while. I really want to launch it in the spring. But Oshemi looks at me like I'm crazy. I don't blame him. I really want to get it out. It's like birthing a child. You just want to get it out at one point. Be like, get the hell out of my stomach. Get out of my womb. You gotta start paying rent. That was probably the worst thing I could have said. Oshemi, did you ever figure out what you're doing? Because if you haven't, I'm gonna drag your ass upstairs and we're gonna go to bed. Oshemi. Really? You could work out a little bit if you wanted. I know you weren't exactly feeling very good though. Oshemi's got a really nice gym barbell system. I don't know what to call it. And he's been working out, lifting the weights. I actually ordered kettlebells. YouTube shorts, bad for motivation. Get the fuck off of those, right? Like, they literally make you dumb. They shorten your attention span. They're terrible. Get off of it. Unless you're watching mine. Go to Art Quotes by Design on YouTube. You're more than welcome to watch all the shorts you want. I'll let you become dumb from my shorts. I mean, to be fair, they're quilty shorts. You can also find me on TikTok. I've been growing, actually, on TikTok. It's been really interesting. I really don't put much effort into it. I kind of just repost from Instagram. And people seem to like it. Yeah. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's draconic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't make enough Hexis. Well, shit. Because I only have 2 more. I'll probably put those to Oshemi and do those ones to Tazzy. Yeah, probably what I'll do. Just to make sure, because Oshemi's I can always catch up later. He's not going to care one way or another. Oh, honey. I had to do a meeting through Teams today. I don't know who here has ever had to deal with Teams, but it was the worst fucking experience ever. And then the guy I was meeting with is like, I thought you were some big tech person who does Twitch. I'm like, motherfucker. I didn't say that. But it was just like, listen. Honestly, I figured out why I couldn't join his meeting. It was because I was trying to join from a personal account to his business thingamabob, whatever you want to call it. And that's the error it was giving me, is like they would have to allow permission for personal accounts to join business meetings, and they'd have to go to their IT person, and it could take up to 24 hours for this change to take in effect. And I'm like, ugh. So it wasn't all me. I'm sure as hell not paying for a business Teams. Are you kidding me? Like, I don't like Teams as it is. I don't like how Microsoft does their email. I'll stick with my Gmail, thank you. We got the jazz going. How's audio levels tonight, Oshemi? Did I finally find good balance? We might make some Christmas presents here soon. I think that's what I might do. Good, music might be a little out. Why didn't you tell me? You need to tell me these things. You know I can't tell. Just a hair. What do you mean now it's too soft? Yeah, song change. Confused you. Aww. Poor baby. So confuzzled. It's bedtime for you, mister. You do need your rest. He's been doing this training at work, and it's all really audio intense. I personally find audio work draining. Ashami has a really good ear. That's why I lean on him for audio advice. I was so cold upstairs, and now I'm getting nice and toasty. I was watching a style theory from MatPat about the socks. And I can't tell you how frustrated I was. Because I really enjoy MatPat and all the different theories he does and the scientific methods they do. But it felt very... I mean, it was skewed for his... the answer he wanted, which is, like, bad science. But he should have tested it without socks at all. Instead of, they had 2 socks, they had 1 sock, but they didn't do 0 socks. So to me... that's inconclusive. So, he's still doing it wrong. I should comment. I'm sure he's got like 100 comments about it already. There's just something really chill about listening to music and just sewing. It makes me really happy. Honestly, it just feels good to slow down. And I know I've been bitching a lot about Market, but it really was a huge hamster wheel that I don't think I was fully prepared for. I made it out fine. I'm still a little anxious about how many orders I'm gonna get. Things have been a little strained, I guess, is the best way I can say with my distributor. Just because they've kind of been dropping the ball. And as a new designer, it's one of those things where you don't want to make waves. And you feel grateful for even being picked up, but at the same time, this is my livelihood. My family's livelihood. Like, don't get me wrong, we're very fortunate to be a 2-income house, but my income isn't exactly supporting anything. We've been investing a lot, and I'm really happy about it. I don't know how we're making it work, but we are. But, when they do things like don't actually list any of my patterns that I've submitted to them in the time frame I need before Market, and then when they finally do, it's after the fact, and then they're not even uploading the photos. So, I don't know. And I was able to... They were very actually accommodating about renegotiating my contract to go from worldwide to North America exclusive kind of thing. But that also meant that I signed on for exclusivity for a couple more months. So, I don't think it's that big of a deal in the long run. And I'm hoping that things will get better as we go forward. I might request a meeting to kind of sit down and talk about, what their plans are moving forward. So, I don't know. We shall see. I'm almost done with Draconics. And then I think we'll try something a little, I don't know. Even with coffee, I don't feel like I wake up enough anymore. If anything, it's... Man, I don't know. I feel like I'm at a point in my life where my body chemistry is changing again, if that makes any sense. And so, like, foods are tasting different, and I don't know. I came back from Houston not exactly feeling 100% as it was. I kind of came back with the con crud, which stank. Like, there's nothing worse than traveling at the airport when you feel like garbage. Thankfully, it wasn't anything contagious, you know what I mean? But I was very thankful I had budgeted in a whole extra day to be able to kind of just recover and take it easy around the hotel, around the convention, and things like that. And it also allowed me to go a little slower with my ankle. Because it's like, I feel so dramatic telling people that it's fractured or that it's broken. Because it's not fully broken yet. It's like in the process of breaking, if that makes any sense. When I went and saw my specialist, because you guys remember, like, last year, I was in a boot for a good chunk of time last year. Because we were dealing with the hairline fracture in my foot that I'd been dealing with for like 2 years and my doctor didn't believe me about. So when it felt like at Houston someone took a hammer and smashed my leg, like above my ankle, I was like, no, I'm going to take it easy, and we're going to go see the doctor about this, because I already had the foot specialist. And they got me in really quick, and they took x-rays, they didn't see anything, but the ultrasound, they take like an ultrasound and go really close in. It's really funny, because where it's tender, where it felt like someone like smacked my bone, it looks like somebody took an ice pick and just went. So we could see at least the start of the break going down. We're not sure. That's why I have to go for an MRI on Monday. They're gonna put me in the weird foot MRI thing and take a deeper look at it and be able to see. That's how they found the hairline fracture in my foot, was through the MRI, because it was such a small fracture, and I'm fat, that they couldn't see it. I mean, I don't know how much my fat came into play when you're looking at the bones, because, you know, x-rays look through all that. It doesn't matter, but, you know, it's hard being a bigger person, and because you feel like that's the reason why everything goes wrong, you know? But yeah, so we'll see, and right now I'm in a brace. I'm not in the boot, thankfully, and we'll go from there. And, you know, someone asked me, one of my friends asked me, like, do I break easily? I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think I break easily. I think the problem is my doctor thinks I'm deficient in calcium, but also where it's happening. Like, when I was in college, I broke my right ankle in 3 different places. Had to have a plate and screws, and that got removed because my body rejected the metal. So that foot, that whole right foot ankle area is very weak. You know what I mean? I've got... He even asked me, he like, looked at the other side of my ankle, and he's like, what's this weird, like, bump? And I'm like, well, that's probably where the plate was. It's like, oh... It's probably from where it healed weirdly. Probably. Alright, so. We have 3 for Shinobi, 3 for Goose. We've got Smidrel, We've got Ridiculous. I've got things ready for Tazi and Oshemi. Draconic has all of his, and Shikamaru has his couple. I gotta figure out and see if I can find any logs. But I think that is where we're gonna wrap it up. We're in about an hour and a half, roughly. I'm gonna try and get Oshemi's butt up to bed because he had a really bad migraine today. And I care about his well-being. Heaven forbid. I know. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out. If you've enjoyed watching me just ramble and sew and just chillin', hit the follow, hit the like, whatever. I gotta get used to saying all that because we're gonna be starting the multi-stream on Friday. Right? We're gonna give that a shot and see how we like that. I think it's gonna be interesting to have both chats going at the same time, right? That's gonna be interesting. But anyway, guys, I will see you Friday. Take it easy. Happy stitching.